Hi everyone, welcome to episode 8 of our Irish adventure, the last episode sadly. What a fantastic time we've had in Ireland. We can't wait to go back there again. Hope you enjoy the video. It's a lovely drive along the ring of Barra. I think it's maybe Barra, but yeah, we had a couple of nights in Sneem, came away from there. This is the next peninsula down. Beautiful drive. The mountains especially were absolutely gorgeous, and then interesting as well as you come along the bottom of the peninsula how it's been changed through copper mining and that part of its history. So got this lovely outlook here on the Wild Atlantic Way. So we've just come to a stop in Castletown Barra. It's also known as Castletown Barra Haven on our maps as well. But this is just at the bottom of the Barra Peninsula and actually across from Barra Island, which is maybe over there. But really good idea. So in this little town, you've got a parking area which is dedicated to motorhomers 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 48-hour maximum stay, free of charge. Somebody on Park Run asked the question, said basically like somebody local, that was a good idea, and I said, well, the local businesses benefit from it. Brilliant. So the thing about something like this is, this is a cute little town. There's a chance we might have stopped off here just to get some provisions or something. You can see it's got like a little port behind me, is obviously some cargo boats there, probably some fishing as well, but not maybe somewhere that you'd intentionally detour to. Except for the fact now, for motorhomers, there are 6 or 7 spaces here dedicated for us as we're travelling around the Wild Atlantic Way. So it makes perfect sense to reward that by stopping off, maybe visiting a couple of the shops and pubs and having a good time in the town. So very quiet actually last night in our little park up in Castletown Barra. We've come down, skipped the next peninsula down, and now we've driven along to Mizen Head, which is the most southwesterly point of Ireland. It's a bit of a weird drive today. I feel like a Formula 1 driver. I think I've been thrown about so much. The roads, even though something like 100-kilometre roads, are so twisty and turny. So yeah, it was a bit of a challenging drive. A bit knackered now, but we're going to go have there's a visitor centre here, so we're going to have a look to see what that's all about. So €7.50 each for access to the head. There's like a cool footbridge that you walk over, but the cool thing is we can take the Wawa. She's been rechristened Womble, which actually I wish I'd recalled her that now, but yeah, we can take Womble down. So a great little stop last night here at the Mizen Head signal station. Really quiet. We had another camper here to keep us company and that was about it. Bit chilly last night, but apart from that, all good. Another good day today by the looks of it. So we're going to be heading probably eastwards now and back towards the Cork sort of city area. Hopefully have a good day. So just driven about 15 minutes down the road from Mizen Head, and we've come to the altar Wedge tomb, which is just up on the side of the road here with a discovery point, which is pretty cool. Nice setting. Apparently people have been worshipping at this altar for around 4,000 years, which is pretty cool. But yeah, what an outlook from it.
So we're in Baltimore today. I know, we've travelled very far. So yeah, we're just walking up to Baltimore Head.
Yeah, see the beacon.
See the beacon. It's gorgeous up here, nice and sunny. Yeah, nice little walk.
So this is Baltimore Head, Baltimore Beacon. Wow, another beautiful view. This is probably the last sort of turning east that we're going to make now when we get past here. Heading back towards Cork City and then our ultimate destination in a few days. So maybe the end of the true sort of Atlantic part of the coastline. It is so beautiful. A lot of me just wants to turn around and go back and do it again, but like I said, we'll probably come back, I think. But yeah, I'm not sure the weather's always like this in Ireland though. Don't get too excited, folks. Steph is not going surfing, and she's not joined the Beach Boys. We've just visited a really interesting place, which is the Skibbereen Heritage Centre, and whilst through reading fiction books, Steph has read a lot about the Irish famine recently, and I learned about it in school a long time ago. It was a fascinating thing. So it's €6 each to get in. It's actually a very small exhibition, but it's really well done, and there's a lot of audiovisual information, so you don't have to just read your way around it. So we're in there for a good hour, I would think, if for one room.
Yeah.
So we just come about half a mile from the Heritage Centre, just to the outskirts of Skibbereen, to this churchyard. It's fairly typical of a lot of churchyards you see in Ireland, and it's the same as Scotland. It must have been something to do with the sort of decline of Catholic communities. A lot of ruined churches and these sort of old graveyards with them, but it kind of feels a little bit ghoulish, but it sort of feels like we need to do it now, really, after visiting the exhibition, which was fascinating and sort of traumatizing at the same time. We've come to this spot because there is a mass grave here of famine victims. I don't really want to swear because my mum will give me a row, but blinking 2-metre barrier on the Drumbeat Stone Circle car park. So I've just had to park on the side of the road, causing an obstruction. Good idea. So Ireland, and in particularly we found like Southwest Ireland, is like Stone Age monuments are us, really. I mean, there's loads of them here. You'd have seen the one we went through yesterday, I think, which was the altar tomb. Drumbeat, pretty cool. Apparently not a particularly notable example of a stone circle. I suppose if you got this many of them, you can be picky and choosy about these things. But apparently it's a really popular one in terms of footfall, just because of how easy it is to access off the World Atlantic Way. So yeah, wanted to pop and see it. It was cool. That's right, it's the gate, not my joints. It's always nice to walk in the footsteps of history. So this isn't really a rarity, to be honest with you, in Ireland. Like, ruined churches, abbeys, monasteries are fairly regular occurrence, but this one was quite impressive as we were driving down, so I thought I'd pull in and see what it was. And apparently it's Timmerley Abbey. It obviously got some scaffolding up at the moment, so that's making it a bit safer, but quite an impressive edifice nonetheless. Steph's just doing a bit of twitching because this area behind this estuary is like a real haven for bird life as well. So I guess this is a sign this is nearly the end of the road, because we've travelled all this way, over 2,000 miles, and we've ended up in a town which is twinned with Mumbles down the road from us.
Yeah.
So I kept thinking Kinsale sounds familiar. Yeah, maybe that's why. Maybe that's because I keep seeing it on signs on that road. But looks like a really cute little place, and also lovely day for it. So we're going for a wander in.
We had a lovely night last night in Kinsale. A really nice little place, just quite a large town actually. Lots of kind of little side streets, little shops and bars, little cafes and restaurants. Really cute little place. You could probably spend a good sort of couple of days there just exploring around there. The park up that we had was just along the kind of harbour area. Really quiet. You know, there was a few people walking past later on, but overnight that was really quiet. But yeah, what a lovely little place. Not really any facilities. There was a bin. I was very excited, so managed to get rid of all our waste, but obviously nothing else. But yeah, really lovely park up. So it's time to top up the LPG, so we've got to put a little adapter.
The glasses are quite fitting here because this is the blind leading the blind right now.
So we just got a pack of those from Amazon, so hopefully different ones that we can use when we go over to Europe. Don't know if I need to stand back. So we had to get help. There's just like where the handle is, it had to kind of click into place at the end. So yeah, a bit scary because when you let it off, loads of the gas flies out, so that's a bit scary. Oh, remember that comes off.
It also smells quite a lot like cabbages.
It smells a lot like cabbages. So in fairness, this is the first time we've done it ourselves. We've always had somebody else to do it for us, so I don't think that was too bad really.
So our journey through this part of Ireland's been sort of indecently quick really, since we got off the World Atlantic Way in Kinsale. We've just kind of shot across because time has run out on our Irish trip, so tomorrow we catch the ferry home. Last night tonight we're in Dungarvan for €10 a night. They've got a camper van park on the edge of town. They've got facilities there, everything except electric basically, which is great. So I'm just going to wander into Dungarvan, my last Irish town of the trip. So here we are about 2 hours before our boat goes, parked up in Rosslare Harbour. This is the end of the road for the Ireland 2022 road trip. Can't believe it's been 7 weeks since we got here. It's been such a good time. What a beautiful country, beautiful people, which I think we already knew. Some cool pubs. Didn't go to many of those though. But yeah, it's been a great time. It's actually going to not be very long until our next adventure now, just a few weeks by the time this video goes live, I suspect, and we're really looking forward to that. But in the meantime, thanks very much for watching our journey through Ireland. Like and subscribe if you haven't already done so, that really helps us out, and we look forward to seeing you again soon. Cheers.